are the quality of teams' facilities as important of an asset in recruiting as they once were? Nope, I don't think they are. And what Michael's asking for is because in the NIL era now, you've heard more than a few coaches on the record, and I've had way more of them off the record, confiding in me, we probably spent way too much on facilities. It's nice to have them. It's good to show off on a recruiting trip. Lane Kiffin spoke about this recently. Said you can recruit a guy as good as you possibly could. You can have all the facilities. You can have the academic plan in place. But ultimately, I'm looking at one of our B-roll shots right now. Someone's got a boxing ring. That's nice. But ultimately, Lane Kiffin said a school could come in that hasn't even recruited that guy. 10 minutes before his commitment, they could come in. And if they offer more money, he's going there. In the NIL, it could be legal. It's not even illegal. It's not even underhanded. And Lane Kiffin, what he's saying there is the answer to this question. If it takes money, if that's the language, just straightforward now, not indirectly, if it's just straightforward cash that's winning the recruiting battle now, why would you take that cash and invest it in physical assets, like facilities, for example? No one ever built a waterfall or a boxing ring or an arcade in their facilities because they needed it. Of course you don't need it. They put them in there to give themselves a leg up in recruiting so that when a kid goes there and then 6 months later he's comparing his experiences as it's time to commit, he remembers those few extra bells and whistles you had and it's enough to put you over the top. That's it. But if that doesn't matter anymore, if you could just put a check in front of that player, then you no longer invest it in that stuff. You tell your boosters who are associated with your collective, guys, we don't need these 9-figure facility upgrades anymore. We need you to take those funds and we need you to put them in this collective so that we can pull out of that collective and just give the kid the money directly. That's like if this company wanted to offer me a trip to Lake Tahoe, I would turn it down and say, give me the cash equivalent of that trip to Lake Tahoe, and I'll just go buy supplements from Vitamin Shop or Vitamin Shoppy. They do have an E on the end of shop. So that's the way I would do that. And I think that's the way that a lot of universities moving forward are going to look at this. Now, here's the downside to that, I think. Some of these places have already been spending big on facilities year over year. So we're looking at Bama. If you're watching the individual clip on YouTube, we're looking at Bama. We looked at Oklahoma a second ago, like Tennessee recently upgraded. Oregon's always looked like a spaceship. So a lot of these places have recently upgraded. So those facilities are going to look good for a long time, even if you never touch them again. Some places like Miami, some places like Florida, they are in need of upgrade. Now, I know that process is ongoing there. I know they're well underway in doing that. But think about if you were already behind and now we're entering an era where you need to redirect funding. You're going to have facilities that look 30 years old 10 years from now, because they kind of will be, and you're also not directing any new funding into facility enhancements. And some of these other places, they had upgraded more recently, so their stuff's going to look new for a while. That's not a good place to be, because while facilities will not be what wins a recruiting battle, they do help because it makes an impression on the player. Also, at some point, just the functionality of what you can do as a player, especially in recovery. The more sports science-y aspect of this, like the cryo chambers and the recovery tubs and all that stuff you have, which some places have and some places don't, that actually impacts my day-to-day as a player. So that stuff would matter to me. I don't care about your waterfalls. They're pretty to look at. They look good in my Instagram story. But some of the health and medical, that actually matters to me. So no, I don't think facilities are as important. They always will be important, but the money will forever be important.